Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Diogo Namhan and this is the Neuro Basis of Learning. This class is based on the book Critical Thinking in Teaching and Learning by Harvard Professor Felipe Fregni, which hosts Teaching, Learning and Innovation course. If I could summarize this class, I would like to let you know that in learning, just like in life, it's all about connections. To start our journey, it's important to know the main topic here, neuroscience. Yes, we're going to talk about some concepts that neuroscientists have been exploring throughout the years. So look at this picture. I'm sure you're familiar with this place. If you ask a child to draw a classroom, their final art would be much close to the last century school model. Even though there have been some changes, we should reinvent classrooms and teaching. I need to say that learning is strongly related to willingness, and no, it cannot be forced as some people used to believe. Now let's talk about neuroplasticity and the revolution that the latest findings engender in our society, especially in the education field. This is Santiago Ramón y Cajal, a doctor born in Spain and considered to be the father of modern neuroscience. Besides getting famous because of his great anatomy drawings, the Nobel laureate stated that intellectual power and its most noble expressions, talent and genius do not depend on the size or number of the cerebral neurons, but on the richness of their connective process. After this groundbreaking statement, nowadays we know that the brain changes structurally with activity and that such alterations result in structural brain modifications. Approximately 50 years later, Professor Donald Hebb proposed one of the key ideas in biological learning, commonly known as Hebb's law. Neurons that fire together, wire together. He theorized that when two neurons are jointly activated, they become more closely linked. This creates neural pathways, aka neural circuits, which are an interconnected groups of neurons organized as a network that is active during the learning process. And there's a very important consequence of this principle. To maximize learning, the teacher needs to enhance the ability of students to connect concepts, which can be achieved by increasing student reflection. Today, we know that it's not the amount of content that matters, but how it's reflected on and processed by students. Long-lasting learning is associated with the connectivity of content. In the classical learning model, teachers make associations from information A to B. To thrive long-lasting learning, they should use the connected learning model, where C, D, E, and so on will wire together, encouraging broader connectivity and increasing the likelihood of firing this network in the future. There are many possibilities to improve this neuronal firing. One of the most famous and simple ways to put in practice is with human interaction. It can happen in person with conversations, discussions, and group projects, or even online using technologies such as forums and video chat. A man ahead of his time is Harvard engineer Professor Eric Mazur, who had a great idea to put together students who perform differently on an electronic pooling system he created. He's the father of the peer instruction strategy, which significantly enhanced students' learning and enlarged their connections of the topics. Professor Mazur assessed students while they were learning. Measuring it during the process is the best method to guarantee that you're dealing with the real knowledge and not making students study for exams only to obtain good grades. Now, a sentence that really got me was, learning how to cook is not synonymous with memorizing recipes. The teaching process needs to connect the new knowledge with what students already know, leading them to explore other pathways. By doing that, students will be able to transform simple carrots into an appetizer, a main dish, or even a delicious cake. So don't forget, neurons that fire together, wire together. I hope you enjoyed this class and appreciate you for watching. Thank you very much and follow us on Instagram.